Testing, testing, testing. Hi there, guys. My name is Rohan Beva, and today we are going to be talking about the life of Adolf Hitler. Today we're going to be talking about life of Adolf Hitler, okay, and who he is, and what was his entire story, okay, and deal. So, on April 20th, okay, in 1888, April 20th, in I'm not sure I'm getting this correctly. Renault, in Austria, okay? Adolf Hitler was born, okay? And the thing is, Hitler had a troubled childhood, okay? He had a very strict father, but had a loving mother that Adolf was really attached to, okay? But the thing is, okay, he struggled academically and dropped out of school at the age of 16 in 1905. But later, okay, and sometime later, he failed to join an art school in in Vienna, okay, no, Vienna, whatever, okay, in 1907 and 1908, okay, and in that time in Vienna in 1908 to 1913, he was influenced by the words of Karl Lager. I think that's what it's pronounced, okay? And he was like a mayor, okay? And he basically, and Hitler was also inspired by it, and he basically blamed Jews for all the horrible bad stuff and bad luck and misfortune that happened to him. They'd all blame the Jews, okay? But eventually, Hitler became a soldier in World War One, and he found his purpose as a soldier to be there. Okay, and he was wounded 2 times during the war, but he was devastated when he found out that Germany was defeated in 1918. Okay, and he felt betrayed. Okay, about this entire debacle. Okay, so it fueled his anger for the hatred of Jews even more. After World War One, he joined the Nazi Party. Okay, and the thing is, he rose up to the ranks because he was definitely a speaker and would rally large crowds. Okay, and he would gain a bunch of supporters. Okay, then he attempted to overthrow the government in 1923 in the failed beer hall putsch, okay, and was imprisoned, okay. And while he was in prison, he wrote a book called Mein Kampf, meaning My Struggle, okay. And in that, he wrote his ideologies, his futures for Germany, and everything like that, yada yada yada, okay. Eventually, after he was released from prison, okay, he rebuilt the Nazi Party, and basically what he did was he gained more support by exploiting the economic struggles because this was around the time when the Great Depression happened, okay? It was depressing, okay? Now, eventually, in 1933, he became Chancellor of Germany. The moment he had a taste of power, he changed the democracy into his leadership, okay? He basically eliminated any opponents by imprisoning them, okay? And basically put up propaganda. He also enforced racial laws against Jews and other lesser party groups, okay? And because of this, okay, his leadership, okay, was based on Aryan superiority, okay? And eventually, after some time in 1933, he wanted to expand Germany's territory that was lost during World War One. Okay, which eventually ignited the spark for World War Two. Okay, and the thing is, he conquered much of Europe till he got a bit too cocky and attempted to invade the Soviet Union, which failed miserably as it basically thinned the resources of Germany, okay? And it failed badly, okay? And in 1943, Hitler saw the tides of the war changing against him. Now, also in this meanwhile time, there were the Holocausts. Like during the Holocaust, okay, many concentration camps, Jews were sent there, and millions, around 6 million Jews were slaughtered in these Holocausts. Okay, it's a pretty dark time. But eventually, in 1945, okay, in Berlin, okay, Adolf Hitler on, I believe it was April 30th, well, something 30th, okay, in 1945, he was cornered in Berlin, and Hitler went into a bunker, okay, and with nowhere else to go, he shot himself, okay, and then his death meant the ending of World War II, okay. But what is the meaning and learning of this? We have to learn from the past and don't make the same mistakes, and we have to be in harmony and stuff like that. Okay, so that's basically the story of Adolf Hitler, and that's basically it. Thank you for watching this video, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.